Hello, Internet. It's Alex back with the 11th episode of the Cream Tea Podcast.
Actually, it's the first episode of the Nerdcast.
Okay. And I'm joined here today by
Matt.
Katie.
And Liz.
and Alex. And okay, so let's jump straight in. So, Matt, it's because you're going to be host for the next 9 episodes of Nerdcast.
Which is the replacement to the Cream Tea Podcast because, it's much better.
Are there any subjects that you wanted to bring up today?
Well, I thought we were going to kick shit off by talking about Star Wars Episode 7.
Okay. So I've been doing a couple of poster reviews recently and been gathering information, but you've been doing some.
What, you've been doing a couple?
Yeah, just a few.
Just
so
a few.
so and you've been gathering information of your own, as I understand.
Well, not really. Just copy and paste off of Wikipedia.
Is there anything particularly interesting that you found out?
I'm just looking forward to when it comes out, I believe you know the release date.
I do, the 18th of December 2015.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in your theory about what time it's going to be set in.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, for those who didn't catch the Judi Dench in Star Wars rumour, I think it's going to be set between the years 4 BBY and 25 BBY. I think that's right.
Do you want to explain to some people what BBY means?
BBY stands for Before the Battle of Yavin, and ABY after the battle. No, sorry. For ABY.
So, Katie, do you want to explain to us what the
I'll
Battle of Yavin
explain
is?
what the Battle of Yavin was. It was, as we found out yesterday, and I thought it was this, but we proved it was by going on the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
The internet!
That it was when the first Death Star blew up. So basically, when A New Hope came out, which is the 4th episode, that was the Battle of Yavin.
Well, to me, it's the first episode.
Okay, so that's pretty much all the information that I've gathered. Also, apparently it's rumoured that Benedict Cumberbatch will be in or linked to one of the Star Wars projects.
Which we're all very excited about.
We are very excited about it.
Oh,
Especially Liz.
I also found out a rumour. Apparently, when a franchise is set up, they reserve a certain amount of years for video products to be produced. And if JJ sticks to his original plan, which was doing one film a year and then a spoof in between, or a spin-off, and they've booked it out for apparently 40 years.
That's a long time.
So, what does everyone think about that? 40 years of Star Wars, considering we've only ever had 6 films and then all the Clone Wars and all that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
stuff.
though, everything ever since the 6th episode has just been downhill.
Why would you say that?
Because it is, it's all terrible. Jar Jar Binks, Clone Wars.
Well, Clone Wars is awesome.
Oh, it's childish, though. I mean, I know you like it, no offence to you. But it's
Taking
not...
a little bit of offence, just a little bit.
I think it's just for the money in the franchise, though.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's not
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
No.
It's not grab your sister, swing over a ledge and then kiss her.
What?
Right.
I thought that's the
Okay.
whole meaning of Star Wars, inbred brother and sister having a little thing.
Well, it appears in one film, but I don't think it's the general
I don't think
focus.
it's the sole
Oh,
meaning.
that's what I took away from it.
Oh, right, okay. You must have been really disappointed with all the other episodes.
Well, I don't know, I liked Leia in a little slave outfit.
Oh, yeah. We'll skip quickly over that. Okay,
Moving on.
So sticking with the theme of space, Liz,
Final
you found
Frontier.
out. Yeah, you found out something rather interesting about a reality TV show that's going to be set up.
There should basically be a spaceship that's heading off to Mars, and it's never going to come back. So there's basically going to be a whole reality TV channel just dedicated to watching them all the time.
They're basically taking $1 million space project and letting Big Brother take over.
Pretty much.
How do you all feel about that?
Well, it'll be interesting being able to watch the mission.
Yeah.
But, if it starts getting like a actual TV show, it's gonna be a bit
Bit of a letdown.
What's the point,
Mm.
There's not going to be that many views, is there? Because it's just going to be like every day, and it's not like Big Brother where it's like they give you tasks. It's like, oh, so
It's just going to be
your challenge is to live for today.
Day
Good
31
luck.
in the NASA space project.
It's gonna be,
Jimmy has broken Sydney's neck.
So does it? Sorry.
It's going to be really awkward though when they just start dying off.
Mm.
It's going to be.
And the body is rotting. The
It's
body
just
is
floating
rotting.
through the air.
Oh God, Sandra's puking.
Oh God, it's
no,
in my
it's
cereal.
floating.
No, James, don't open the hatch.
So, how many? Does anyone know how many years it actually takes to get to Mars?
Think about 5-ish,
Yeah.
maybe more. I don't know. I used to know. Takes more than one.
Yeah. So,
Unless
did you
unless you have the Enterprise?
did you say how many years it would be until they started this?
No, it didn't.
No, I've
Sure.
read it will be soon because I've been talking about it for the past year or so.
Oh right, okay. When was that mentioned?
I don't know. I just read it on the news now and then. They've actually done practice things where they've had a box,
Mm.
like a crate, and they've had astronauts having to stay in it for months on end to practice being in a shuttle.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Okay.
I think we should be candidates.
yeah. Let's go. Let's do
We
this.
should apply.
They have to go
On a one-way trip.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
it's not
wrong with
really
that?
like we've got anything else going
live
on.
the dream.
We could populate the whole of Mars.
Well, after like the first couple of rounds, it might get a bit inbready.
That's the only thing. Mars will be made of inbreds.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
Mind you,
they'll be at inbreds.
That is
It could be
if the
worse.
Fallen and Optimus and Megatron aren't there first.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it?
It would just.
We're here to claim this planet. Hey there, robots.
Okay, so.
Star Wars.
There's not a whole lot left to say about it. I mean, that's all I know, rumor-wise.
We're supposed to be the biggest Star Wars fan out of all of us.
Yeah, I know, but I prefer. Well, you know that my collection mainly compiles of things that other people would never collect.
Yeah.
Like my minifigures, they're all things that are featured in the film for 2 or 3 seconds.
What about Old Republic? This,
Oh, Old Republic.
you've been playing the new.
I've been playing Galactic Starfighter recently.
And as I come to recall, you don't really like it.
I
that
don't.
much.
I think this may be due very slightly to my internet connection, but I had to wait an hour for a free lobby to pop up.
That sucks.
It's still cool though because you can play the game while waiting,
Yeah.
so you don't have to actually wait in the lobby.
So you can wait in the lobby whilst you're playing to join a game.
Yeah, but it's in a it's a different
Wait,
part of the game.
Oh, okay. So you play one part of the game, so you can play another part of the game.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds like a brilliant game.
Your game is ready.
Of course. Katie, we both know what game you're excited about this year.
Oh yes,
Which-
Firefly is coming out online. Oh, I'm so excited.
Which operating systems
It
is
is
that for?
coming out on iPads and iPhones.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
iPads
and
PC.
Android and
Yeah.
PC and Mac and all that good stuff because it's all online. But yeah, very excited for that.
Yeah,
You can take over the mic if you want, because you were a bit quiet.
thank you.
um,
As well as Firefly Online, I was reading up, and DC, there's a group of DC volunteers
yeah.
who are also working on a Firefly-inspired game called Firefly Universe.
Oh right.
They haven't released much about it yet, and I think it's separate from Firefly Online,
Mm.
and they haven't said when it'll be out, but from reading about it, it should be pretty good. It's all about platforms and creating a crew, following a storyline.
Do we not know what operating system that'll be for?
Not yet.
No. Okay. Oh, if we're talking about new games, Elder Scrolls. I know that you're particularly excited about it, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to play it on PS4.
Oh, why? Because you don't have a computer that can.
Well, my computer can't even run Team Fortress.
My old computer can run Team Fortress, so you're not alone there.
But I mean, the thing that's annoyed me is they're going to make you pay monthly.
Really?
It's like, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit like that.
Do you know the fee?
I think it's between £10 to £20 a month.
Do you feel that's worth it?
No, but I'm still going to do it. I mean, it's Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already come up. We've already made our team of who's going to be it. You know,
Hmm.
I'm going to be the mage, of course. Little high elf running around, shooting little sparks at people.
Ah.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
There's one of my mates has already got the PC. They've ordered they've got the Imperial package, which comes with some little figures, a little packet, some posters, and you get an SC. You can only, if you want to be an Imperium character,
Yeah.
you have to get that special
Okay.
edition packet.
Cool.
So they'll probably do that with like the Stormcloaks and other groups.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other bits of game news that anyone's heard? None at all? Okay, I've got another one. Star Wars Battlefront 3, or just under its new name, Star Wars Battlefront, is of course, it's been cancelled and then relaunched multiple times. Do you remember what company it's now under?
I have no idea. I lost track.
I think it's now under the company that made Battlefield.
Ooh.
So it's now going to be a bit. I've seen gameplay for it, and it looks very
Really good.
Battlefieldy.
Yeah.
It might be.
That feels
I don't know.
I don't think they're going to bring back heroes and villains, which is a real shame.
Oh, I love doing that.
And-
You know,
Mm.
just like you're about to die, and then suddenly, boom! I'm Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was but I'm not entirely. I think it's more around this, like, Star Wars Battlefront 1, more around the focus of the troops.
I know what it's going to be. It's basically not just going to take Battlefield and
Yeah.
change the skins.
Yeah, that's essentially.
It's
what's-
like with Space Marine. Space Marine, the game,
Yeah.
was essentially Gears of War, just with all Space Marine skins.
Really.
Yeah.
I never played Gears of War.
It was the exact same controls and everything. It was just it let
didn't
down.
like it?
It was a massive letdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Apparently, though, for Star Wars Battlefront 3, it will be you can jump from space battle to ground battle.
Oh, so you can like have them both at the same
But
time and
this
go down.
isn't a brand new idea, because I downloaded a version of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PSP, and you could do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be new ideas. It's just developing on
But
it.
for a game that's been expected and anticipated for so long, you'd at least think that they would come out with something a little bit different.
Yeah, but I suppose there's not much they can do to improve Star Wars Battlefront.
Are you sure?
I
Oh, they there's something that I heard that was quite interesting. Have you heard about the book Death Troopers?
you've been reading it.
I haven't started reading it yet, but I've looked a lot about the information and what the story is about.
Yeah.
It's for those who don't know, it's zombies in Star Wars,
Ooh.
That's
That's
different.
interesting.
and it was rumored that they would then compile that into the new Battlefront game.
Having zombies.
Yeah,
So it's basically like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
zombies,
But in Star
Nazi
Wars. Star Wars.
zombies, but like stormtrooper zombies.
yeah.
And they're just really letting us all down with all of these latest games coming out.
They're kind of all moulding into
Yeah.
one.
Eventually, we're just going to have
after-
one game per year.
No, but this was something that I wanted to bring up. What do you think is the next step, the next revolutionary step for gaming?
That's interesting. Proper, full-on role-playing, whereas if like, where you go into a city and you've got shopkeepers.
Yeah.
Someone's actually the shopkeeper.
That'd be terrible.
It would be.
You're like,
You
your
can
role
stand-
is-
Who'd wanna
it would
be that?
hilarious.
You'd be standing around for hours
It's
waiting for
hilarious.
someone to come into your shop.
Just start crying.
it'd be a bit like Minecraft, you know where you have you build your stuff and
Yeah.
trying to run it in a village.
Yeah.
You could actually have
Oh,
people
right,
as your
okay.
villagers,
Hmm.
and they'd be your people.
Like, I've always thought the idea of the books and film Stormbreaker, around that sort of idea of creating a game where your conscience is transferred into
And it's been with quite a while.
into a digital world.
Yeah.
But then I thought, because I heard on another podcast that there's a company that's sending out similar drones to the ones that they use for Google Earth and taking readouts of the entire planet,
Yeah.
and they're going to make a game out of that. And there's something that I've always wanted to do especially when GTA 5 came out. I want GTA in London.
I would like that. I would like to go to Buckingham Palace.
Okay, you should stop there because I think I know where that was going to
Okay.
go.
But don't you think though it'd be good if you could just go around the whole world? You like pay some money to go fly over a jet. I mean, you don't have to necessarily say you can drive a boat across the channel,
No,
but you can fast travel
yeah.
across from England to France.
The only problem is that then you need to find the what? You need to find the point where you can draw the line. Is it an invasion of privacy then to have a rough schematic of someone's house?
Well, we've got that anyway.
Yeah, I know, but in game form, especially a game form that would then introduce violence.
Well, if people don't mind it, I mean, obviously you'd have to get permission of.
That's getting permission. If they're doing the whole world, that's getting permission from a whole lot of people.
No, you just raise a massive blog or something.
And the people who don't see it, well, it's their own bloody fault.
Like you release on the news or whatever
Yeah.
for in each country saying, "Oh, we're going to do this." Log on and that.
They should do it like Sims, but like online. So like, they make a sim, but it's like yourself, and
Yeah.
you can go around the whole world.
Liz,
So it's like incorporate it.
what do you think about that idea?
I think what Katie said sounds really good though. If they just did it like that, makes more sense.
What Katie did just say, I remember I used to watch the Gadget Show when it was good,
Oh yeah.
like 3 years ago. And on one of them, they were doing this for one of the Assassin's Creeds. They haven't done it in real life, but what they had to was this the guy on it. He got all like 3D imaging cameras all around him, and then he was put into Assassin's Creed as a character.
Oh yeah, didn't he have like a treadmill under him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got all of his movements and what it looked like.
But it was still glitchy.
Yeah, but it was like 3 years
Yeah,
ago, and
I
it
know.
was
I know.
under budget.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could actually make your character into a game.
But with how the Wii was received, do you still think that people are fairly interested about having to get up from their couch and interact, or do you think that gaming is still going to reside to just sitting down and?
Family gaming will be like the Wii.
Yeah.
But for people like us, we don't want to like waste
Yeah.
our energy.
No.
I mean, if you were playing Battlefield and it was
Oh,
something to run
God.
around, you'd be out
Guys,
both off
guys.
first.
Take a breather. Yeah, I don't think I could.
No, I think it can go as far as sitting down but having to point a gun
Yeah.
at the screen.
Mm.
But I don't think it'll go any further than that.
But the more that, sorry.
So no sort of like virtual reality kind of idea.
Well, besides the fact that it would just be too much effort for the gamer, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, running around. It's also be like expensive to have all the equipment used to have a virtual reality per gamer,
Yeah.
which would be too much.
Although when we watched the film Her,
Yeah.
our main protagonist, he was still in a virtual game, but he was still sitting down on his couch.
But that was the film.
I know, but it's
It's based on the future, man.
So
Yeah.
rather than it, instead of being interactive, it's just his subconscious was in the game.
no. He's still somewhat interactive. Like if he wants his character to run, he'll use his hands instead of actually having to jog.
I'd rather just click shift or hold RB.
Keep on tapping the.
Tapping A.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Each to their own. But I think there's still a future for gaming.
I'm sure
but
it will.
people need to branch out a little bit more instead of recycling these old ideas.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe do some more surveys or get in contact with other people.
That's what I don't like. When you remember how disappointed I was when Halo 4 came out.
Yes. Bitched about it.
343
Stop.
is a great company when it comes to either making films, anime, or recreating a game, because they had to recreate the first Halo game, and they did a fantastic job with graphical recreation. But then when they came out with Halo 4, they totally changed it. Like for people who played Halo, there still is a game type called Forge where you could build your own maps.
I love Forge so much.
Now they've taken so much out of that, and also whenever you get out of Forge mode into play mode, you have to render all the shadows,
Yeah.
which is a real pain in the ass. But that was the only problem. They didn't listen to the fans. They didn't set up a Twitter account or something where they could then collaborate people's ideas before they started to make the game. They said to people, okay, we've been in creating the game for 5 months now, and it's, well, where did this come from? Have you listened to us? But they didn't, and that's probably why
That's why they messed up.
Halo 4 was received so terribly. It was
On the topic though of Forge,
yes.
do you know what is an amazing game for map making? Far Cry.
Okay, I was hoping that you wouldn't say GTA.
Oh no, GTA isn't map making. GTA.
No,
I was so excited about when it said you can create games.
I was expecting a lot more than what I saw.
No, but Far Cry, you can actually manipulate the ground. You can put water in. You can you can even put in Far Cry 3. You can even put AIs in.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
And animals.
the game that came out before that, which I'm not so sure is so much a game as it is just a sandbox operating system, but Gary's Mod.
Oh, Gary's Mod.
I mean that really changed what it meant to be a gamer.
It changed me.
it,
Deep down.
it meant that instead of imagining what you can do, you could physically go out and do it
Yeah.
and shoot melon guns and harpoon guns and play dubstep music so loud that it makes other characters' heads explode.
That
But yeah, that's what I want for the
Again,
future of gaming.
it was a game though for PC because PC gets the best stuff.
It does, but I still think that gaming for the PC can be improved.
Yeah, of course it can. Can always be improved.
Like,
Yes, that's what I was. Sorry, going back to Elder Scrolls
No,
Online.
that's right.
Originally, they were gonna link the PC gamers with the PS4 gamers and the Xbox One gamers,
Yeah.
and I think they decided against it. And that's like because PC gamers would just rape everything. Besides the fact that they can mod as much as they want. I know it'd be more difficult because it's online and it'd be monitored a lot more.
But
I
you
mean,
still do it.
I mean, you enter a game on PS4 with someone on PC and then they pull out a swordfish which kills you with one hit. Kind of makes
That
me
guy's
wanna
got
stop
5
playing.
arms.
Yeah, but I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Alright, okay. Well, that's alright. So, computer-wise, what does everyone have here, computer-wise?
I have a PS3. I don't have any friends on PS3 though. That's the sad thing. Because everyone else
like
has
PC-wise,
Xbox.
what?
PC wise,
Yeah.
what do you mean by?
She
Well,
just
what current computer
she has a
do you
crappy
have?
laptop.
Oh, I have a crappy laptop that
What Windows?
runs Word.
What Windows?
Yeah, Windows 7.
Windows 7. Okay, what about you?
I have an old crappy laptop that's Vista, I think.
Vista.
You know the Dell computers we had at BA?
Yes.
Mine's the one before them.
I think yours
What, your
is
laptop? Or your
Windows.
actual desktop?
Desktop.
Alright.
Windows
I've got
98
Windows.
or
No,
something.
Wow.
that's upgraded it. I've got Windows 7 now.
Oh,
Does it
okay.
run it
Aw.
alright?
Yeah, oh, it's terrible.
Does it take like half an hour just to load up the graphics at the bottom of
Yeah.
the screen?
I have a MacBook as well,
Oh yeah?
but I broke the battery for it.
Fair enough.
Buy a new battery?
Oh, for about like over £100. I'm unemployed, Liz.
Yeah. Have any of you tried Windows 8?
No.
Oh, I don't like it.
You've tried
Yeah,
it?
my mum has the laptop, like the first one that isn't touchscreen. She thought,
touchscreen if I upgrade
yeah, she thought that the laptop would turn touchscreen after a few months in the upgrades, and I was like, no, mum, you just bought a laptop with Windows 8. No, but she doesn't even use the Windows 8. She like turns to the desktop, so it's basically Windows 7, but it doesn't have the start bar, and you're like, oh, it's not right.
On the topic of computers,
Yeah,
you go Northwest Kent, Dartford.
I do.
I go Northwest Kent, Gravesend.
You do.
I'm the technology IT one.
Yes.
Your college is more performance and media.
Yeah.
How are your computer systems?
Well, for editing, we use Mac computers.
Yeah.
They're alright. For script writing, we use like the old Dell computers that we had at BA,
Yeah.
which are appalling.
Still
The internet itself, if you're also asking about that, is also terrible because when we came back for the second year, apparently they'd decreased the bandwidth. So now, every so often, you're going to get overused bandwidth message and telling you to reload the page or whatever. And the internet itself is just appalling for speed.
I can't use the internet if my entire class is in. Of
Really?
15.
What, does it just
'Cause
destroy
there's
the bandwidth?
Too many people.
Really? Oh wow, so it's actually worse than ours.
Yeah.
Because we can still sort of use it.
Oh, ours is terrible.
So you have to suffer at my school where we can't even use USBs because they've banned them. I don't understand why, but we have to then go through like Google Drive or just email ourselves. And the internet provider has swapped over the past year, and it's absolutely terrible.
But with the
It's-
USBs, in past years, not naming any names, some people used to bring games and viruses on their USBs. Smart children they were.
I was the game guy, not the virus guy. Although, to be fair, because in our graphics class we had a couple that were disconnected from the internet and therefore could just compile viruses without being deleted or detected.
Oh, that's great.
So I had to use a program called CAD, which is what you use to create a 3D object and then use something for a laser cutter to cut it out. So I'd have to put my memory stick into there to transfer files, but then I put it back into a computer with internet
Alex, you're rambling.
and it would destroy that computer. So I can understand why they've banned USBs.
We're not even allowed to unplug the keyboard or like
Oh, Lee would
mouse
hate
to
that.
like swap it because it doesn't work.
Oh,
We're
it's
not
like-
allowed. We have
it's
to
like,
call
you know when you-
technicians out.
When you've got in the middle of the classroom, you've got people on that side and people on the opposite them
Yeah.
on the computers.
Mm.
When the person opposite you goes off to do something, you unplug your keyboard and plug it into the back of their computer.
You
Yeah.
can then influence
You
the
troll.
So they're just typing, you're like,
F1.
shut down.
And
No.
my school, people just decide to shove food into the USB holes for some reason. I have no idea why.
I'm a grammar student. I'm gonna feed my computer.
You look hungry.
I swear that's what they think. It's just, yeah.
What's a terabyte?
I still can't get over there. You're like you go to like a nice like grammar
That's
school.
not nice.
No, but you're supposed to be like an up like all smart, intelligent grammar school. And then for your prom, you're having a party to 3:30 in the morning.
I
It's
know.
like,
what's wrong with
what is going on with that?
like, oh, like your prom, it's gonna be like terrible, isn't it?
I don't even know anything about my
Yeah.
prom.
Do you reckon it's going to be any better than our Leavers prom?
It could be. There could be more recognisable music
Alex,
instead of someone just going.
let's not.
You're like,
let's
what
not-
is this song?
let's
I
not
hate
talk
it."
about the
Jump up
Leavers
and
prom,
down.
Alex.
Why? What's wrong with the Leavers prom? Apart from the fact that you didn't go.
Well, the reason I didn't go is because me, Bradley, you, and the rest of the group sat down and went, "Hey guys, instead of going to the prom, why don't we go out and have a party?" Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, and then a week before the prom, all of you guys, apart from me and Bradley, say, "Oh, we're actually going."
Okay.
So me and Bradley spent prom at home on our Xbox.
Something that
and
most people
PS3.
don't know about me. People don't tell me things until the last second.
I don't know these days. You think
So-
you know someone, and turns out his
turn
name isn't
around.
even Mango. It's
No.
Alex.
That was a shock.
But yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm sorry.
I'll get you back.
Yeah, you will.
Oh God. Run,
I am.
run.
I know where you live.
I'm gonna steal Dash.
Good, cool. Can you take him for a walk
Can you
then?
not steal Dash?
Oh, Dash is Alex's dog, by the way.
Yeah. I'll throw up an image. But yeah, can you take him for a walk, please?
Yeah.
Because it's been a real pain in the arse recently because we've got builders around and they've taken our front garden.
You know, we haven't really spoke about much of what the podcast is.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Have
tell
we
them.
followed that?
No, maybe we should tell about how it's going to be. About whatever nerdy stuff we can come up with.
Oh, right, okay.
And we
So
might
yeah,
have different people on.
the podcast itself is going to mainly centre around games, films, and any other nerdy stuff that we can think of.
Yes.
As I mentioned at the beginning, I won't be on anymore as host or a member of the podcast at all. I'll be on sound.
You'll be sound man.
Yeah, I will. But I can
Advisor.
I can use this as a microphone to influence with it if I can.
You'll
if I want.
influence when I say you can influence.
I've given you way too much power.
I'm going to go crazy with power.
It's fair enough.
You will grovel at my will.
It's fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, so as we reach the half an hour stage, is there anything else that anyone has heard about or found interesting over the past couple of months or so?
What I was thinking about, were you talking about the Star Wars game?
Yeah.
And like the new Star Wars and JJ. Well, when they made the Star Trek game, it was
Oh.
absolutely terrible.
I haven't even heard of it. That's
Always be a great
Oh,
idea. If I help you find one, if we just find an image of just the characters on it.
The graphics are just
what year was it made?
out
in,
of
do you know?
this world.
I think it was
Well, I think it was the first one. Actually, I don't know.
a couple years. It was made about the same time as the films were released.
Yeah, so
the new
around
ones.
Oh, the new ones.
2009.
Okay, I thought you meant like the.
Oh no.
I was going
no,
to say,
no, no.
do games even exist back then?
No.
War games do.
But yeah, I was thinking, I really hope that it's nothing like that for the Star Wars.
It's
When
like-
they bring out the Star Wars motion picture games.
Kirk is like as skinny as they could possibly make him for
Yeah.
some reason. His face is just long. It's like
It's like Chris Pine just.
Is this sort of like the Jurassic Park games where their faces sort of went into a triangle?
almost
just their noses,
Almost.
their
similar.
entire
Similar,
face.
yes.
Fair enough.
I mean, it could have been so much better, but it's like they would make it and then they just probably thought, oh, can't be arsed, let's just chuck this in there and chuck that together. When you think of Star Wars games, you automatically jump to Lego Star Wars,
oh yeah,
which is the best thing in the world.
It is.
Unfortunately, when you think of Star Trek games,
you jump to that game.
yeah.
Well, I'd never known that there was a game release. Well, I figured that there would have been, but I'd never
Now you
looked
know.
into it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's fun to learn.
It is.
Because knowledge is power.
More you know. So, going back to what Katie said about the Firefly game.
Oh yes.
Has there been any images or any video footage released about that?
No, not as such, but I've signed up to the actual website, so
Yeah.
I get all the latest news and updates.
Mm.
And I know it's coming out this summer, which I'm really excited about. And I know it's a bit of a social game, so it's like it's online, so it's like you have to interact with other people.
Okay.
And
Build
I
a
know
crew,
that
do some jobs.
yeah,
Okay.
basically you hire your crew.
Thing is that the trailer doesn't give away anything. We got so excited when we
No.
watched it.
I remember I was on holiday and then Matt just posted on my wall, and I was like, what?
It sounds.
Have we told Guy about it?
Maybe, I don't
Oh,
know.
we've got to talk to Guy about it.
But yeah, it
Well,
was
we our
released
next
on Comic-Con.
opportunity to do that. That'll be next Thursday.
Yeah.
I have become quite common with the Warhammer world.
Oh yeah.
I'm
lately.
sure this topic will greatly make Harrison happy.
Oh yes.
Hello, Harrison. How are you?
Shout out to Harrison then.
I see you.
Yeah. So I've been
Standing right behind you.
trying to teach my woman
All right.
to play.
How's that going?
I beat him twice.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just
No.
No,
I don't want to like get upset and not play it.
Okay, so
That's what it
um,
is.
Cried so hard.
do you think that you'll be gathering a collection yourself, or?
I've been thinking about it, but obviously money's a big issue
Yeah, of course.
right
But
now.
did you have any idea about what race that you? This is Warhammer 40k, just to clarify.
And this is Nerd Channel, so come on, you gotta let us talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you say? I can't remember.
Orcs, you know,
Really?
you said you quite liked orcs.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to play with orcs. With
She used to
my
play Lord of the
brothers.
Rings.
Oh right. Okay.
I reckon she'd quite enjoy Elder. Magic.
Yeah, I mean, with orcs, you can take a high death count
Yeah.
and still have a formidable army.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate for mine because I take a high death count but then have no army left.
And you can paint your trucks red and they go faster.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that Liz.
Right.
Katie's trying to learn how to play.
I could try. I wouldn't be any
Honestly,
good.
I don't expect you to
Just because
want
she's
to.
a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
She takes an interest.
Shut up, Matt.
Make me.
Because I'm
It's-
terrible at everything else. I'm like, I can't get up. You
Honestly,
make me breakfast.
It's
please.
definitely not for everyone.
Yeah.
As you can see if you go into Blue Water, it's the one shop around Christmas time that you can go in and you won't get crushed by rafts of people,
No,
which is a good thing.
You just have the free sales guys coming up to you and shoving stuff in your face.
Yeah,
Buy
they-
this, buy this, buy
they
this,
sound
buy
so
this.
scary.
I just came in for some paint.
They sound terrifying.
I got lost.
I tell you what, no, I always buy my stuff from Elemental Games. I mean, it's only like each thing only ends up to be like 10% cheaper.
Yeah.
But in the long run, like I bought Land Raider and the Codex,
Mm.
and it would have come to like nearly £100. I only paid like 60.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
I know.
Please send me the link.
No.
Oh. But
Mike.
what about new stuff that's been released? Because I understand that there's been quite a big release of new.
Speaking about new stuff, they've
New stuff.
redone. I'm subscribed to White Dwarf, the magazine,
Oh yeah.
and usually it's like a nice sort of A4 in detail, them like saying stuff, nice detail of what they're talking about, little bit of gameplay, you know, little.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This month, this month, all they've done is just a booklet
Yeah.
about quite thick,
Yeah.
and it's just pictures of new things
Uh-huh.
and prices.
Has that company been repossessed?
I
by a
don't
different
think so.
company?
It's like
Or the
usually.
publishing company.
Usually their battle report
Mm.
lasts about 10 pages
Yeah.
to go through each round and go
Okay.
through the moves and like they actually say what they were saying to each other, and it could be quite entertaining.
Yeah.
This one was 3 pages.
Oh really?
Intro shot, middle shot, and victory shot.
Oh wow.
Liz is just cracking up over there.
This is making Liz quite hungry.
Yeah. Little tummy rumble there, Liz.
I'm not sure if we heard that.
Well, while we're talking about breakfast, you know, yesterday and Saturday, you know, made Kay a nice sort of all
This is why I'm a terrible
nice
girlfriend.
cooked
You're not a
breakfast, you know,
terrible
square
girlfriend.
sausages, hash browns, yeah.
Square sausages.
Square sausages are
Square-
amazing.
They're
Oh,
really
really?
good.
Fried eggs, you know. Do you know what made me breakfast today?
What?
Cocoa Pops.
Hey, it's breakfast. Don't
It is
complain.
I'm not gonna deny that I liked them. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
It
Well,
they
Yeah,
even
right,
did they
okay.
have added milk as well? Because
They have added milk. Yes, they had added milk as well as the milk as well.
It also made the
Extra
milk
milk.
chocolatey.
You just don't appreciate her efforts. It's just not fair.
I myself have been trying
I'm
to.
sorry.
That's cool. I know.
I myself have been trying to cook a little bit more, if I can.
Do I have to remind you of the barbecue, Alex?
You can go for it. Tell the
Nobody
story.
died.
Tell the story.
He burnt the burgers and the sausages and everything he put on it, and his mummy had to come save the day.
And then I came over later, and he kind of just handed me the food, and I cooked it myself on
Yeah.
the barbecue because I wasn't quite sure.
I did cook part of it.
You buttered the bread, maybe. I can't remember.
Give me some credit.
No, I'll give you credit for buttering the bread. It was pretty
Oh,
good
Yeah, it was
buttered.
a good.
Thank you.
There's some good
Yeah.
butter
It
in there, boy.
Good
'Cause-
layer of butter.
I mean, when I'm rather reluctant when it comes to making food for myself. It may
Really?
sound incredibly lazy, but say
Yeah,
if
you
I
are
want to make
pretty lazy.
myself like a snack, I don't know, pate on toast or something like that, I always end up tearing the toast with the knife, and it's always got blood and bits of my fingers.
Bits of your fingers.
So,
Going off topic here, it is a subject that I
Yes.
thought I might bring up just to get us back on track, you know? The original
Happy
people we used to
times.
have from the Cream Tea podcast,
being my sister and myself.
and Eden.
Oh, for one episode, yeah.
Will you have any of your original team coming onto it?
My sister said that she'd be happy to do some more podcasting if so needed. Why are you unhappy about that?
Oh, it's just such annoying.
But I'm not sure about Ellen, but I'm more than happy to have her back on the podcast if she so wishes. But it's a lot of equipment to take down to Birchington, unless you were coming down to stay over for some reason and then wanted to be on the podcast. So it's up to you. You being host, you're allowed to decide who goes on and doesn't. So
No, don't give him any more power. Don't.
Well, I think that's quite an enjoyable first episode.
yeah,
Just a little heads up of what other stuff we'll be talking about. We'll be having people like my friend Leon talk about a bit of characters like DC characters and Marvel.
I'm pretty sure we'll also get the subject of motorbikes come up at some point. though.
Motorbikes, yes. I know we want Harrison wants to come on and talk a bit more about Warhammer.
Probably not just Warhammer. He'll probably also want to talk about DC and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
But Warhammer being his chosen subject, I believe.
No, but we'll definitely keep you updated on things like Elder Scrolls and the Firefly game, and of course Alex's favourite, Star Wars 7.
If we find out, we'll probably compile a Twitter account, and also a Facebook page. If there's anything that we find out, that,
I think this is my podcast. So we're going to
Step back,
compile a
Alex.
Facebook and Twitter account, you know. If you've got anything you want us to talk about, or if we find any more information, just go on there, you know, post, read up, you know, just enjoy yourself. Ladies, any last thoughts?
No.
Cheese crackers.
Well, that was a good insight into the female mind.
could I please just add just a few more things, as this is my final podcast.
That's it, folks. See you next week.
Aww.
Please.
Time has come.
Okay, so to add to what Matt said, any information that we find out that about a game that we want to get out first, we'll post on the page. If there's not an upcoming podcast, stop pulling the mic away. I'm only going to get louder.
You both know I can out loud you.
Yeah, I know.
Giggly giggly.
If we can just quickly dart back to the Warhammer thing, just very quickly, with the new stuff that they've been bringing out, which I'm still not sure about the names, especially for Space Marines with their new figures. How do you feel about that?
I think they put too much attention onto the Space Marines.
Ready? So you think that they should concentrate on different
They
races?
should stop, and they should start focusing on other races. 'Cause, I mean, things like the Tau and the Dark Elder need to be boosted up.
Yeah, because
And
Tower's only just come out with a new codex.
Do you know how the Dark Elder originated?
No.
Well, I think this is correct. Don't hold it against me.
No.
There was a competition
Mhm.
to create new army, and people would write in with the stories and that.
Yeah.
And then they picked the Dark Elder,
Okay.
and Dark Elder created. They should do more of them.
Right. Okay. Oh, do you think they should ever create a new race?
Yeah, well,
That was what you
kind
just
of what I
said.
just said.
That's
how
what you just said.
a person created the Dark Elder, so then put it into line. Maybe they
Yeah,
should
but
do
I
more
thought you said you wanted
competitions.
to elaborate more on how that came about.
No, I mean they had a competition and someone came out with the Dark Elder. So,
So
they
you
put
want
them
that to
into
happen
line.
again?
Yeah, maybe they could have more races out there.
Okay. Because isn't that happening all the time with old Warhammer?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much as new races, but more characters and stuff they put in.
Okay.
Well, I think we should.
Yeah.
Did you want to draw it to close by giving a little heads up of what's to come on the rest of our Splash?
What else? Oh, right. Okay. Yes, actually. Okay, so we'll probably continue to do poster reviews. I've decided to do more, a more vast variety of posters, not just Star Wars stuff.
Because there's only a couple of them.
Yeah. just 15. Oh no, wait, sorry, no, it's 13.
And we've also been discussing doing because at the moment we don't have a capture card.
No, we don't.
But a little thing the PS4 can do is you can
Yeah.
record your gameplay.
Okay.
And we'll go into more detail on another video maybe.
Yeah.
But we'll probably do some gameplays through the PS4.
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, if we can do that.
Yeah, that would. We shouldn't probably release too much information on that. Give it a bit of a surprise, but.
What, to Harrison?
No.
Oh, one viewer.
Come on, we have more than that. We have a couple of Americans actually. Because there's a cool thing on YouTube where you can look on the world map and it shows different countries and who's viewed certain videos. We had one from Russia.
Oh, sweet.
It was about 1 second that they watched.
Oh.
I'm not sure what.
Clicked
video.
on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
no, no,
They were
no.
looking for our splatting against the wall. Well, thank you very much.
No. I'm still not done. I'm sorry. But I had a lot just to bring up. Oh, come on! Don't do that. Take back the microphone. Anyway, so I came up with an idea not so long ago, and I want to show you some concept art that I came up with. And you're pushing this close to my face, so I'm going to have to get gradually quieter.
It's a concept art.
Concept art. It being, I came up with a character.
How about you guys can just sit there? No, we don't need you.
No, we do.
Oh.
I came up with an idea about a rather sinister character, and the rough storyline so far is that he got cheated on.
Hey Alex, what's the definition of sinister?
Do I have to look like a fool?
Nah.
Thank
Continue.
you. Thanks. Basically a character who got cheated on. So to reduce the chances of him falling in love again, he slices off his own lips. And his appearance is going around with a scarf around his mouth, and he has a small voice respirator that changes his voice into something a little bit more sinister.
Well, that was a lovely look into Alex's future.
Thanks.
Hey.
And he then goes on an endless campaign to stop it from happening to anyone else, which then transforms into something a little bit more sinister, because he just, instead of just going after the women who do cheat on people, he then suspects that it's all of them.
Yeah, I suspect that too.
Right, okay, so this is some concept art that I came up with a character.
I do assume you're going to put a picture.
Yeah, I will, yeah. And I'll show it to you.
Oh, it looks a bit like you.
Really? Never.
Well, this is all getting a bit suspicious.
Never would have worked out.
Oh my god, it is. It does look a lot like you.
I didn't even knew a
Shocking.
scarf could be used as a breathing respirator.
No, because the breathing respirator is inside the scarf.
Oh, right. You didn't tell me that.
Okay,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
it was
Weird.
inferred.
It might look a bit like Bane.
Yeah.
Gotham City. That was terrible, Bane. I'm sorry, I'll never do
What
that
did
again.
you even say?
You tried saying Gotham City.
It did not come out like that.
That's another true meaning of despair. Oh, Manic Mango. You'll have to get your Bane mask out one day.
What a lovely voice.
I'm just not even
What a
going to
lovely,
attempt.
Bane's from Dark
Yeah,
Knight.
I know where Bane is from.
He's
I'm
the
not that
bad
bad.
It's from the fake Batman series.
Yeah,
The fake Batman.
The
series.
Dark
Well,
Knight
it's not-
trilogy.
It's the Dark Knight.
Oh right. Okay.
it's not the proper one apparently.
Okay.
This is what I was trying to explain to my dad about how, because we're talking about when they do the new Batman stuff. He was saying, "Oh, they can't replace the Joker," and I was going, "But Dad, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
That Joker can be completely different to the Joker from the Dark Knight.
That's why I was getting very slightly confused, because
Joker
his
from the-
relationship with Catwoman.
Because Joker from the Dark Knight wasn't Joker, real Joker. Because real Joker isn't just someone with makeup on. His skin is actually like a clown
Mm.
because he fell in toxic waste.
Oh right. Okay.
Ew.
He was dummying a villain called the Red Hood and stealing money, and then in early days Batman went after him, and as Batman was chasing him, they went through a chemical plant, and Joker in his Red Hood costume fell into some chemical toxic, and Batman couldn't save him, and that's one of the reasons why the chemistry, like what's going on between Batman and Joker is so,
So
because Batman's obviously created for Joker.
Oh right. Okay. That's cool.
A little looks into that life there for you.
Ah, that's really cool.
I think the most like real Batman series is probably Tim Burton one,
Oh god, yeah.
because obviously it shows that in the first one. You can borrow
Who's
I
it- who's
didn't
it
know
that plays
Tim Burton
Joker
did
in
one.
that. Jack Nicholson.
that? Oh, he was a good job.
He was a good Joker.
Yeah. You should probably put a picture up of there.
Yeah, I will.
Just to remind you, Alex, when you're looking back over this footage, there goes a picture there.
Oh, I will go over it more than once because that's something that I used to do with my old videos.
Gone over you more for once.
Okay.
That's
right.
something that I used to do with my.
That was meant to be off mic.
That was something that I used to do with my old videos. Go over the footage once, and that's why it was so appalling.
Yes, that's why.
The content itself was amazing. But okay, so I think that's about all we've got time for. And thank you so much for being on my last podcast.
Thank you so much for being on my first.
And if anyone has any, we can do that. Any suggested topics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, either leave a comment here or
Mhm.
we'll release the Twitter or Facebook where you can
Yeah.
get in contact.
Okay, and put your suggestions there. Thank you very much, Liz.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Katie.
Bye.
And
Keep on trekking.
I hope, Matt, you enjoy your episodes of. I'm gonna have to remember the name. Nerdscast. Nerdcast, not plural.
God damn it, boy.
But there's more than one of us.
Yeah, but no, because together we are the nerd.
We are.
We are one.
We are the physical.
We all
Representation of the
bring in
word.
we all bring in the different sides of a nerd. You know,
Yeah.
Liz probably has the smarts. You know.
Yeah.
Nah.
No? Oh.
Nah.
Apparently, you just have to do some backstage stuff to get into town event.
Yeah. That's the way everyone does it.
Well, we'll see you next time, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye bye.